Okay. I was just doing that to test if the stream is ready. It's up.
What?
Suika, I've got a question for you.
Yep.
Have you ever wondered about what it tastes like to take a drink that's normally hot and then to microwave it?
Wait. So a drink that's normally hot and microwave it.
Yes, to make it even hotter.
Doesn't taste like much because you just burn your tongue on it.
Exactly. Now, what if you
My
did
mom
the opposite?
sometimes makes things too hot.
That's
Or
fair.
take a cold drink that's normally cold and make it colder.
Okay.
Well, then you just freeze it.
Yeah. No, but
It
listen.
just tastes like the drink, but it's
No.
ice.
No. Listen. What if you took a hot pepper and you froze it?
And it would still taste like a pepper. It would just be a bit cold and icy.
Exactly. Now, what if you took that cold...
Well, actually, when you freeze things, especially things like peppers, sometimes the taste can go slightly bland.
Exactly.
So the taste of the pepper would be mild, but the spice would still be just as bad.
Exactly. So now, what if you freeze dried it? You made a pepper chip, and then you took that, and then you used it to do... I don't know. What do people do with chips? Are you a big chipper?
What does that mean?
It's tying. It's the title. It's the title. Glow chips. You get what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Well, that sucks. I guess you'll never know. Look, we're changing. We're changing topics. Okay. What do you want to change the topic to? That's the first question. Go.
Anime. Anime.
Okay, that's a good one. Let's do it. Which one? Which one though? Which one are we talking about?
Any anime. What animes have you watched? That's my good question.
What was that one that like finished up recently? I think it was like What was it? I genuinely cannot remember. I think it was like Mob Psycho 100. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, well, I haven't watched that one.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah, I know, I'm disappointing.
Okay, well, what's one that you think pretty much everyone who's watching this has seen at some point or another?
Probably JoJo's.
Probably. A lot of people have, although a lot of people haven't. What's your opinion on it as a whole?
JoJo's? I love it. It's a really good series, to be honest. Like, the concepts that are really interesting.
Yeah, same.
However, some people obviously will say, like, skip the first two series, whatever, because there's no stands and stuff. It's boring. I prefer the first three, kind of series of it to everything else in it.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, the first three parts. Because to me, the stands could get slightly repetitive and slightly just... The whole thing of the stands to me was confusing, and they just came out of the woodworks kind of deal, and I preferred Hamon inviting the vampires because I'm a very fantasy person, but the stands to me were just kind of almost abnormal kind of thing, to the point where it was just not as interesting to me.
I mean, I guess it does make sense that they'd be abnormal. It is a bizarre adventure.
Yeah.
Hamon was basically just like a generic power scale, a generic power system, while stands were pretty much more, abstract, especially for the time.
Yeah, abstract and versatile. And, at first you had, potentially new and fun ways to use stands and things. In a lot of the more recent series, you do get some new stands and things, but a lot of the ideas feel like they kind of overlap. And obviously, every villain has something to do with time. So it just became a bit repetitive.
I mean, for the first couple, yeah, but that gets dropped eventually. Time stops being a thing everyone has. Hydrate? Okay.
my god, I left my water over on the other counter. I was like, oh my god.
Chug, 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 chug. Get the water. Get the water. Get the water. Alright.
I just gaslit myself into thinking I hallucinated getting water.
Yeah, well, rip. Also, how's audio quality? I can't tell.
Audio quality, like on stream?
In VC and then also on stream.
In VC, it's fine. On stream. You mind talking a second?
Yeah, sure, I can talk. Ask me another good question. Actually,
yeah,
I'll ask
the
a
stream
question.
thing is. Yeah, the stream thing is fine, by the way.
Okay, good, thank you. I'll ask the next question then. How would you rank all of the, how much of JoJo's have you seen? Have you seen all 8 parts? Soon to be 9? Toxic Nerds wanted to make someone say,
parts.
But they don't have enough money.
Up to part 5. I've seen up to part 5, and I've seen the first episode of part 6, but, like, I couldn't handle part 6.
Why?
Even the first episode was just too much for me with all the blood and the screaming right off the bat.
Oh no, yeah, I can completely understand that. Part 6 has a lot of that. Part 6 is really bizarre.
Yeah.
And then part 7 and 8 only get crazier. Also, R.I.P. Toxic Nerds. Nerds wanted someone to say ooh, but they don't have money for it. It's not money. I don't know. You don't have to pay money for that. You could just use points. So, L. Alright, Suika. I guess...
Yeah?
The next question would be, how would you rank all of the parts that you've seen?
Part 1? Part 1's like... Okay, so part 2 is the top of my list kind of thing. I really love part 2.
Yeah.
Part 1's second, just because it was like very generic fantasy plot, and like obviously, like, you know, it was almost slightly a bit short or whatever. I felt more of like basically a prologue to part 2 in a way.
Yeah.
Part 3 is third, and then the rest of them are kind of like mixed and matched below that, because I'd say part 5, then part 4, then part 6 after that for me.
Understandable. I can really understand that. Yeah. I'd probably, well, I'd definitely rank them way differently, but part 2 would definitely be up there for me, because it's just pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alright. I shall go now? Okay. Goodbye, Toxic Nerds.
Goodbye, Toxic Nerds.
It was nice to see you here. I hope... Oh, don't choke to death. Are you okay?
I've had a bad throat recently, don't worry.
The podcast isn't worth dying over. You don't choke to death, please.
I'm fine. I just can't.
Are you sure?
Can't laugh too much.
That's my next good. Okay, this is now a try not to laugh challenge, because if you laugh, you die. No, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Is it true? Don't die. You're gonna die. No, stop. You're gonna die. Stop it. She's dying. She's dying on stream. There's a death on stream.
I'm fine. It's alright. I'm not dying.
She's going to die on stream.
I'll never die.
Which I'm gonna buy kind of short XD. Jeez. Yeah. Suika is choking to death. It's very horrifying.
I've literally just stopped choking to death. I think I'll be fine.
Okay, good. I was worried there. This is about to be like the last stream Suika ever appears on. Because she just laughed too hard. Well, yeah. Okay, thankfully she's not dead, and we can continue. Next question. What's the closest you've ever been to dying? Aside from right now.
It's difficult for me to know, but, like, the only thing I can think of where, like, I could have potentially hurt myself enough to die was the only one I can remember. Well, I think I fell down the stairs once when I was 3, but I was relatively fine.
Okay.
Fell out of a tree once. and then proceeded to skin the entire back of my hand after that. So I'd say that's the closest I've ever done.
Gee, that sounds painful.
Oh, it stung a lot, but the adrenaline from nearly falling out the tree meant it didn't hurt as much as it should have.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it okay then. It actually doesn't. That's crazy. Hope you're all right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It happened
Well,
when I
that's
was like
good.
6, so
Glad you're okay. I'm glad
kind
you're.
of got no scarring actually, which is the one I always found weird. I just have no scarring from it. So.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Oh well. I guess it's kind of a good thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope your hand, you know, recovered all right.
Oh yeah, it did. That's what I mean. There was no scarring from that
Ah,
or
okay.
whatever.
That's good. That's good.
Alright, I guess it's my turn for a good question.
I guess so.
Um,
Your question. Good pod.
do you have like, well, have you ever watched any animes that like a lot of people said were bad, but you kind of enjoyed?
Ah.
Like, not necessarily thought were good, but even if it's like bad from like a writing standpoint or whatever, from a general standpoint, you did kind of at least enjoy it.
Yes, I have, and it was the one that got me into it in the first place. It was One Punch Man.
Uh-huh. I didn't know people said that was bad.
I think it's just kind of one of those things that back when everyone thought it was super popular, obviously there were people who thought it was bad because, there's always one that whenever people say stuff is popular, there will always be people who say it's bad. And so what I think happened is that around that time, that was what ended up getting me into it. Just because people thought it was bad because it was super popular at the time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have an after discussion as well. The fact that, although I agree, it's a terrible show. I genuinely do enjoy sometimes watching this is this no one cancel me for this. I enjoyed SAO.
Get it? Oh. Yeah, I can see
Hello?
that.
Oh,
Right,
hi, are you?
I'm here.
Hello. Yo, welcome, special guest RAU.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
You all might remember me from last episode.
Yeah. 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 Everyone, welcome, special guest RAU. I want to see some clapping. Everyone clap.
Yeah. Yes.
Nobody clap.
No, don't worry. I'm sure
Let
they
me see,
all
do
love
I
you.
have a fucking
There's
clap
no clap emoji,
emoji?
unfortunately. The closest you're going to get is bread.
There's gotta be a clapping emote somewhere.
Probably. Oh well. RAU, your turn. You're the next question. You are the question.
What's... Really?
Yes. No, not really. Your turn to ask a question, though. Or, Suika, you can ask a question to RAU. Either or.
Yeah.
Alright, REU, what's your favorite controversial slash bad anime?
What's my favorite controversial anime?
Like animes that are maybe like people say they're like really bad and stuff, and even if you do agree they're bad, you genuinely did enjoy watching them or enjoyed watching them.
To be honest, I haven't really watched a lot of animes, and the one I'm experienced the most with is My
Get
Hero
out of
Academia.
here!
Ah,
Get
okay.
him out of here! He's an MHA fan. Get him out of here!
No, I can definitely understand that. It's definitely one of those ones that you watch, and then you think it's good if it's like the first thing you've ever seen, and then you watch other things and it's like, oh wow.
I mean, there have been some people that have called it mid.
Well, I can definitely
I
see
think
why.
my MH We're talking about MHA, right?
Yes.
MHA is alright. I do think there's definitely a bit of a toxic fandom in it, but generally it's pretty good. I just personally think that Deku isn't a very well, objectively in terms of power, he's strong, but from a writing standpoint and from a connection to viewer standpoint, to me, Deku's never been a very compelling main character. Apparently, he gets better later on, but just also the amount of times they basically tend to gloss over a lot of the actual very sort of inequalities and things within the systems and stuff to do around the superhero powers and
Yeah,
how
I
the
can. Yeah, I
heroes
can
act.
definitely understand that.
And
Yeah.
for a lot of it, they gloss over it.
Yeah.
I've watched it, so I can say stuff about this because I've actually watched it and things. So I'm not saying this because some random person on the internet said it.
Understandable. I can definitely agree with you on that one. It's definitely one of those things that you kind of can't get into at first unless you know that it gets better, if that makes sense. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
At least for me, it was one of those things that I got recommended, and then I checked it out. And I feel like if I hadn't gotten it recommended, I probably wouldn't have watched it for as long as I did.
I pretty much
Yeah.
got into it because a friend told me all about it, and he's very into it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Don't die.
I'll try not to.
We have a death on the stream. Suika has officially died. It's very sad. We will be hosting the funeral next stream. All right. Well, here's the next question. If you knew, would you rather know how you're going to die or when you're going to die?
Oh.
When you're going to die, because
I'd rather
you know how
when.
you're. Sorry.
I'd rather know when I'm going to die because
Yeah.
I can use that time and know how much I have left and use it to make the most out of everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you know
what you mean.
how you're going to die, you might try and avoid that, which might mean you don't really get to live your life.
Well, yeah, I can
Yeah.
understand that, but at the same time,
You-
what if it's like, oh, well, you're gonna die in 2052, but then it turns out that like you actually die like 5 years earlier, and you're just like in a coma for the last 5 years of your life.
Well, shit, man. What do you want me to do about that?
I don't know.
But what are the events that led up to that coma happening, huh?
I don't know. You don't get to know either, because it's not part of the question, I guess. We should probably add rules
Fair
for what
enough.
these hypotheticals are, considering how dependent this whole thing is on hypotheticals. But yeah, I guess, should we, yeah, that's the next question. What are the rules for the hypotheticals for the future? From now on, we'll add like a rule set. Like, this is what happens when we talk about hypotheticals as such.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'd probably choose, how. Maybe. I don't know. I probably wouldn't choose either, honestly. Unless you're, like, forced to choose one. Because I really don't want to know.
But if you were forced to choose one, what would you go for, Kraus?
Oh, probably, when. Like, I completely agree with you. Probably when.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Alright, well, here's a question. You all heard of the trolley problem, right?
Oh, yeah, the trolley problem.
Okay. Well, here's a question. Would you, pull the lever? Or not pull the lever?
I'd pull the lever.
Okay. Pull the lever, Kronk.
Wrong lever!
Yeah. But alright. So, you've done that one, alright? Now,
Alright.
we're gonna go to the next one. The next trolley problem, alright? This is now the trolley problem episode.
Oh,
All right.
interesting.
So here's the next trolley problem question. Okay, you are at one end of the track, and on the other end
Yep.
of the track is Suika. You are both going through the trolley problem. If Suika pulls the lever, but you don't pull the lever, you will be hit by the trolley. If you'll pull the lever, but Suika doesn't, Suika will be hit. If you both pull the lever, the trolleys will crash into each other, and everyone on the trolley will perish. And if neither of you pull the lever, then the people on the tracks will get hit. What do you choose?
Wait, I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
No.
Yeah.
Can you please repeat that? I missed half of
Okay,
that.
fine. Hold on. I'm probably not going to say it exactly, but oh well. That sucks. Okay. So Suika is on one side of the track. REU is on the other side of the track. Okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, if Suika pulls the lever, and you don't pull the lever, then you get hit. If Suika doesn't pull the lever, and you pull the lever, Suika gets hit. If both of you pull the lever, neither one of you gets hit. And if nobody pulls the lever, then the train cars will crash into each other and they will explode. But neither of you are allowed to communicate with each other. So, what do you do?
Oh.
Well, considering we both said, did we both say pull the lever last time?
Yeah.
I think so. I think yeah.
Okay, so I'll just pull the lever anyways, because I know he's probably gonna make the same choice.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Wrong lever.
The trolley just like falls out. Okay, here's the next question. There is a trolley heading for the track. On the top track is one person. On the bottom track is 5 people, but there's a really cool loop-de-loop that the trolley's gonna do if it goes over it. Which track do you want the trolley to go down? A or B? Top or bottom?
The top one is the one with the one person, right?
Yes, but the bottom one has the really cool loop-de-loop.
Top.
I'd go for the bottom one.
Nice.
REU, don't abandon your morals for the loop-de-loop.
Base.
I can look back on my life and be like, I remember when that truck did the loopy loop. That was cool.
Yeah. I agree with you. Okay. Here's the next trolley problem, even though it's not actually a trolley problem. There is you are at the store. You have just gotten your shopping cart. You are bringing it back. There is absolutely no emergency going on. Do you put your shopping cart back, even though you gain absolutely nothing from it?
Yes, of course I do.
I mean, yeah. What's the purpose?
Okay, good. Okay, just checking. I had to make sure.
All right.
You were aware.
Yes.
Okay. Here's the next question, okay? You are a trolley. On the top track, there are 5 trolleys tied. There are 5 trolleys tied down. On the bottom track, there's 1 trolley tied down. On the road, there is a very strong human running towards the trolleys. If you pull the lever, the human will go upwards up the path and crush one trolley. And if you don't pull the lever, then the human will run down and crush the other 5 trolleys. What do you do?
Pull the lever.
You pull the lever, so the trolley goes up and it only hits 1. So the human goes up and it only kills 1 trolley.
Yeah, it sounds like the safest logical option here.
Okay. I actually disagree. I would not pull the lever so that the human crushes the other trolleys. Because remember, there aren't any people in the trolleys. And if those trolleys get crushed, me as a trolley gets more business through my trolley system because there are now less trolleys, so I win.
What?
That makes
Damn,
sense.
bro, this trolley has no morals. You alright?
Yeah, I just had to laugh for a second. Okay.
Oh, it sounded like you were crying.
No, I'm not crying. Yes, I'm
The
crying.
poor trolleys.
Don't cry, Kraus. Everything's gonna be okay.
Okay, fine. The next question.
Alright.
Alright? You
Yeah.
are on the train tracks.
Okay.
There are two paths. There are no people strapped to any of them. There is a trolley coming down. If you pull the lever, the trolley is going to get closer to you, and you'll be able to wave to the people on board. If you don't pull the lever, you won't be able to wave to the people on board. What do you do?
I pull the lever.
I pull the lever
Nice.
because I want to wave. I want to wave to the passengers nearby.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
Yes.
I agree with you. Alright. So now, the next one would be. Here's an interesting. Alright, here's a trolley problem. There is a trolley going down a track. There are 5 people tied to the end of the track, but there is a lever that can divert the trolley. However, the lever loops the trolley back around so that it goes back to the front. So like it's a giant loop. Does that make sense? So if you pull the lever once, the trolley's going to go around and then go straight back towards the people. You have to flip the lever manually every time the trolley comes back. How long would you be willing to sit there and flip the lever before the people get hit?
Honestly, as long as the
Oh,
tip to
God.
get people off the track.
Understandable. But how are you gonna get them off? Because you're just sitting there infinitely flipping a trolley.
Call the
lever.
police!
How? You're flipping the lever.
Just flip the lever with one hand, call them on the phone with my
It's a
other.
big lever.
Oh well, I'll
It
just
al-
use my body weight.
Understandable.
It also.
Is there
It also.
Can I put a fat man in front of the trolley?
Ah,
Get
okay.
him to use to stop it.
So, just puts Nick avocado at the front of the trolley.
He is the trolley. He's rolling down the track. If you can put food on one track and it'll lure him away. On the top track there's one person, on the bottom one there's 5. Where do you put it? Where do you put it? You can only put it on the track. He's gonna roll towards whichever track you put it on.
Dear God.
Alright. Here's the next question. Would you rather fight 1 trolley-sized lever or 100 lever-sized trolleys?
Depends how big the lever is.
It's a trolley
One
size.
trolley-sized lever.
Yep.
Alright then, one trolley-sized lever.
Nice.
Because if you've got to fight one trolley-sized lever, it's a big-ass lever. How is it supposed to fight you back? But if you're
It's gonna
fighting
like flip back and
100
forth really quick and like whack you on the head like a big hammer.
100 lever-sized trolleys, you got a bunch of small metal things attacking you, and it's gonna do damage even if they're small.
Yeah. Okay, here's a
Think of it as
question.
like.
Yep. Yeah.
Think of it as like the metal blade on the sword. Imagine that kind of metal hitting you because that's the kind of metal used on a trolley. Am I right?
Yeah. But also, there's 100 lever-sized trolleys. But they're gonna be a lot bigger than the 1 trolley-sized lever.
Wait, what?
No, like in total.
They can stack or something.
Yeah, they're stacked. They're gonna form to like a giant
Oh.
trolley mech.
Right.
This is
Or they're just gonna be on the floor ganging up on you like that.
Yeah.
Just biting your ankles, basically.
Alright. Here's the next one. There is you already know what's going on. If you pull the lever, the trolley is going to run over an infinite number of people. But if you don't pull the lever, the trolley is going to run over every single real number of people. Which do you choose?
Wait, so if we don't pull the lever, it's just going to kill everyone alive.
No, let's say there's an infinite number of people.
Oh, sorry,
there's
so
an
if we pull the lever, it's going to kill every the number of people there are alive on Earth, basically.
Yeah, and then some. It's just gonna keep going. Let's just say there's an infinite number of people on both sides of the track, but one of them isn't infinite because it's all real numbers, but the top one is infinite.
If there was an infinite amount of people you'd have to kill, wouldn't that mean I have to die as well?
No, because you're not one of the infinite people. Infinity
I
plus
pulled the
one.
lever, to be honest.
Based.
Wait, no. If I don't turn the lever, then the real numbers of people ever don't die, and the infinite people, that's just gonna keep going, and I just don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an infinite amount of people. They've got time to get out of the way if they can.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one.
And eventually the trolley will probably just stop.
Yeah. Alright. Here's a question. Here's another one.
Okay.
Would you... Alright, so there's a trolley. It's going up. If you pull the lever, it's going to run over one single person an infinite number of times. And if you don't pull the lever, it's going to run over 1 million people at once. Which do you do?
So, give someone eternity of suffering or let a million innocents die.
Yes.
Get run over that one person infinite amount of times.
I'd say, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say I'll let it go for the 1 million people.
Alright.
Because wait, so is the one person, do they die and it just keeps going back over their corpse?
No.
Or
no.
are they just
It's
somehow
like part
immortal
5.
and they're
It's like part 5
constantly
of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Okay, the 1 million people then, because if it's just a random ass person, I don't know what they've done. They might not deserve that.
We're just gonna get run
1 million
over.
people, they might die, but they won't be in forever pain.
Holy shit.
I like to think that the trolley is Springtrap and the one person we're running over and over again is William Afton.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Yes. Because he always keeps coming back.
He always comes back. The trolley just keeps coming back. Okay, here's a question. Here's another trolley question. On the bottom path, there are 5 people who are asleep, so they won't feel anything. On the top path, there is one person who is awake and screaming and will feel everything. What do you do?
What?
On the bottom path, there are 5 people who won't feel anything because they're asleep. On the top path, there's one who will feel everything because he's awake.
The person who's asleep, so they don't feel anything.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, I can really understand that. Okay. There's a trolley ahead of you. You can see that there are a certain number of people tied to the track on both ends, but you don't know how many. And right before you can count how many there are, a solar eclipse happens, and you can't see how many are on each side. Do you pull the lever? You don't know what's going to happen, but do you pull it?
Wait, so we just pull the lever, we have no idea what's gonna happen.
Yes, either way people will die, but you have no idea how many.
I leave the lever well enough alone.
I would not pull the lever because I have no idea if I'm gonna do something bad, or if I'm gonna do something good.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a question, alright? You're going down the trolley problem again. There are 3 paths this time. On the top path is 2 people tied to the tracks. And on the bottom 2 paths, there's 1 track with no people and 1 track with 5 people. If you don't do anything, there's a 50% chance it'll kill nobody and a 50% chance it'll kill 5 people. And if you do pull the lever, there's a 100% chance it'll kill 2. What do you do?
I'm a Genshin player, I'll take the 50-50 odds.
Yeah!
Shall we do like a coin flip or like a dice roll or something to decide whether or not I kill 5 people?
Ooh,
Yes.
bit of a twist.
Right. Odds are even.
All right.
Um,
Heads.
Well, I mean, like,
tails.
wait, which one is odds? Which one is even? Like,
I'll go for the top.
I'm trying to ask you guys. My good question with the rolling or whatever. Shall it be odd numbers? Odd numbers for killing 5 people, or even numbers for killing 5 people?
Odd numbers.
Odd numbers. Okay.
Coin time. Oh, by the way, every single time you make a choice, it corresponds to a real-life trolley problem that is happening right now.
2. I don't kill 5 people. Let's go.
Woo!
It
All
kills
right.
no one.
What about you, RAU?
Yes.
All right. Next question.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Right. This next one is philosophical. Okay. There are 2 different trolley situations you are observing. On the first one, there is a trolley going towards one person tied to the tracks, and the person can pull a lever so the trolley will move upwards and hit 5 people. The person pulls the lever so the trolley goes up and hits 5 people. On the second trolley situation, there is a trolley going towards 5 people, and then one person is on a different track, and he pulls the lever and it goes in the other track and it only kills one person. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Wait,
Yes.
sorry, can you repeat that?
So the question is, who are they both equally responsible?
Wait, okay, wait, can you explain to me the whole thing again? Because I know it's like you're observing 2 different trolley problems. What were the trolley problems again, and what were the other things they did?
What?
What were the trolley problems again? So you said we're observing 2 separate trolley problems. What were they?
You know what the
What were they
classic
again?
trolley problem is, right? On the first one, there's
Yeah.
5 people. On the second one, there's 5 people in the first one, and 1 person on the top.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but flipped. Okay, 1 person on the bottom and 5 people on the top. Does that make sense? That's the first one.
Yeah.
That's the second one.
Well, I don't know the exact rules for it, but like the first one, because they didn't take an action, I guess you could say. Sorry, the second one, because they didn't take action. I'm assuming if the one person's on the bottom, it's not flipping the lever there. Then that can be counted as negligence. The top one, if they choose to kill one person, would be manslaughter.
Okay.
So, I'm assuming in both cases, because someone's died, the punishment will be equal, so they'd both be equally accountable.
All right.
Would it be manslaughter? I think it would be manslaughter.
I think it'd be
I'm not
manslaughter,
entirely sure.
yeah.
I haven't read the entire book of American law or like law in general.
All right. I've been asking a lot of questions. I'll let you guys ask some. I'm sorry for asking so many.
I'm saving up dice sides to redeem an ad.
Ah, nice.
The only book I be reading is Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Based. All right. Here's a question for you. There's a trolley going down one track, and it's only going down one track. Every single dollar you spend will save one person's life. How much do you spend?
How many people are there?
All of them. Infinite number of people.
Oh.
I don't know, Cross. I don't think I have enough money for this. So I'm gonna have to say I spend nothing.
All right, fair enough.
I would spend like at least $1 million to help people out.
Bro, you have that kind of money?
I guess.
I mean, I mean, not. I mean, not really, but like, uh, sorry. Carry on. Carry on.
No worries.
All right. Hmm. Okay, here's a question. Um, you are tied to the top track. There's a trolley coming towards the
Oh,
bottom
okay.
track. There are 5 people on the bottom track. You're on the top track tied, but you can reach the lever. If you pull it, the trolley will hit you. If you don't pull it, the trolley will hit the other 5 people. What do you do?
I leave the lever so the trolley can hit the other 5 people, so that way I'm still
How
alive.
Base.
how difficult is it for me to reach the lever? Really easy or kind of difficult?
You can just barely reach it, and you're able to pull it if you need to.
I think I'd leave it.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like I feel horrible, but like gotta put myself first. I'm gotta put myself first.
Fair enough.
I mean, like, do I like? Is it just literally just 5 random people, or would anyone I know be there?
5 random people. It could be anyone you know, but it could also
Okay,
not
yeah.
be.
Then I'll just probably leave it. To be honest, then.
All right. Next question.
Pray to God.
You can see you're ahead of you. You can see the trolley problem is playing out, and there's a lever in front of you to change the tracks. There are 6 people in total on the track, 1 at the top and 5 on the bottom. However, one of those people is a mannequin. No, wait. 5 of them are mannequins, and 1 of them is a real person, and you have no idea which is which. Do you pull the lever?
No.
When it's real, so it's a 1 in 6 chance you can her. So there's more likely statistically for the person to be in the bottom row than the top. So I'd pull the lever.
All right. All right. I can definitely understand where you're coming from with that one.
Never knew I'd have to be using my goddamn math lessons in a podcast. Mr. K, if you're hearing this, are you proud?
Yes.
I remember statistics.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Here's the next trolley problem question, okay?
Alright.
There is a giant meteor-sized trolley headed straight for the Earth. Okay? If you pull the lever, the trolley will be diverted and go down the astral track and hit a random alien planet that has an entire alien civilization on it in some other solar system. Do you pull the lever?
I would pull the lever because there's a chance that the alien civilization might be more advanced than to be able to
Yeah, I'd
somehow
also pull the
stop
lever.
the thing.
Okay.
And if they're less advanced, then it's probably a good thing.
Ah, okay. Alright. Alright. I can definitely understand that. Ow, my ear. Okay. Alright. Here's another question, alright? If you pull the lever, the trolley is going to go into a time vortex and kill 1 trillion people in the future. If you don't pull the lever, it's going to kill 1 billion people right now, today. Do you pull the lever?
I do not pull the lever.
No.
Is it pull the lever, it kills 1 trillion later, or is it pull the lever, it kills 1 billion now?
Yes.
Thank you. I do not pull the lever.
Me neither.
Alright. Understandable. Okay, here's a question for you. You see the classic trolley
Yeah.
problem playing out in front of you. However, the person on the top track, the one person who's tied down, has a gun and is pointing it at you. They're going to shoot you if you pull the lever. Do you pull the lever?
No, obviously not.
Okay.
I pull the lever and duck and roll.
Alright. Alright.
Are they like sniper shot, or are they just a generic shot? Like they're just like basically blind, trying to hit you kind of thing, pretty much.
I'm pretty sure Krell said that they were on the track. They were tied to the track and they're pointing the gun at you.
Yeah.
So on the difficulty check in the Star Wars RPG game, that would be a high difficulty. So I'm going to say, yeah, pull the lever, duck and roll.
Okay. Yeah. Alright. I'm running out of trolley problems.
My turn.
Your turn.
Have you guys ever watched an anime called Bofuri?
No.
No.
You should watch it. I recommend it. It's not like, it's like it's not an isekai. It's kind of like isekai vibes. It's basically just this girl and her best friend playing almost like basically almost like Final Fantasy ripoff or ripoff thing.
Okay.
But it's like full dive gear, like SAO, except no sort of like crazy. You're gonna like die. You're gonna die in real life. You die in the game. But like the main character, the girl, Kaide, she has insane luck.
What the fuck? Holy shit, there's a giant... What the fuck? There's a giant spider on my wall!
Oh god!
It just fell on the floor! Hold on!
Get it! Get it!
Get it out the window! Throw it out the window! Throw it out the window!
Hurry. Fuck you. Yeah! Fucking hate spiders. Holy shit. I'm gonna go get rid of this. I'll be back. Suika Entertain stream.
Okay. Well, chat, have you ever heard of Bofuri?
Oh, well, my friends. Have you heard of Raid Shadow Legends?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm back.
Hey.
Welcome back.
I got rid of the spider. Oh, holy shit, that scared me so bad. Bro.
It's so scary.
Bro.
Finally, I tried to. All I wanted to do was make a little spider using the concepts like slashes and shit, but it took forever to get to it.
Aw.
Here's a nice little.
Okay, what did I miss?
Not much, actually. So Bofuri, basically, yeah, so the MC has, like, insane luck. Like, she keeps finding all these rare, basically unique items, like, rare power-ups. She keeps accidentally basically stumbling into quest lines that basically turn her into, like, in order, I believe,
Okay.
a demon, an angel, and a Gundam god thing.
Huh. Based. Alright.
Or
Seems
was it
interesting.
angel then demon? Remember.
Okay.
And it's just generally like a really sort of sweet, almost like fantasy, like adventure RPG game, like just general, almost slice of lifey. In fact, it's very chill. But you do get really cool combat scenes. But I really love the art style.
Ooh.
The animation is like pretty good for one of those basic genre kind of things.
Alright.
And I do recommend it. It's just really cute, good vibes kind of thing.
Sounds
Kira's
pretty...
watched it as well.
That sounds pretty good. Might check it out sometime if I can.
I can link you to it.
Ooh. Is it free?
Because as everything's becoming paid for, from what I remember last time I was looking at it.
Yeah.
Both free is still free, I believe.
Ooh. Okay, there's a very good chance
Everything
I
these
might do
days.
that. There's a very good chance I might go for that. That actually sounds pretty interesting.
Check. Yep, it's free. You can't watch all of it in English, but you can fully watch everything in Japanese with English sub.
Oh, okay.
So,
alright
we
then.
send you the link.
Maybe. I might go for it, I'm not sure. I guess we'll see.
Oh yeah, and the main gimmick about her, I forgot to mention, is that when she was creating her character, she put everything into defense because she didn't want to get hurt.
Okay.
So she's basically nearly unkillable almost. Like, the developers keep going out of their way to make sure she is killable.
Ah.
Because you can barely hurt her at all.
I see. Okay. Now I am definitely interested.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll probably check it out. Oh, holy
Fun?
shit. I'm just still
You got
freaked
any
out from the
questions?
spider.
Oh.
Like, I
Wait, did you not
genuinely
get
think I might have heart problems from that. My chest is, like, actually in pain. That scared me so bad.
I need to go get more water quickly.
Alright. Bye. Okay, quick. While she's gone, we're gonna sue Ika.
Really? Really now?
Yeah, we're gonna sue her.
What crimes has she committed?
She ran over a bunch of people with a trolley.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, anyone got questions?
No, I think I'm out of questions. Sorry.
Are you?
Yes.
Not really.
Alright. What is y'all's favorite genre of music?
Oh my god.
I will be honest, I don't usually.
That is such a good question. That is such a good question. Oh my god.
It is a very good question, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't really listen to music. I just kind of listen to game OST from like video games.
That counts.
I mean, I create music myself in my spare time, and I run a YouTube channel based all over it.
It's true. It's in your name.
Yes.
Well, mine, I'd have to say, is psychedelic or K-pop.
Ooh, understandable. Interesting choices. But
Like, what's it called? There's a specific genre of psychedelic. I find.
Okay.
I just need to find, because someone's mentioned it on a video. I really like it.
Alright, cool.
What genre is it? Please, what genre is it?
Guess we'll find out.
Psytrance.
Oh, that does sound cool.
one of my favorite songs from that thing is Infected Mushroom Guitar Mass.
Alright, sounds pretty cool.
It's a fun song because at one point, part of the music, the way they've done it, or like whatever editing thing or thing they used, like, because I think a lot of it's synth kind of thing.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like they've used sand crunching as like an instrument and just put reverb on it.
Ooh, alright. Sounds interesting.
They've just heavily compressed the sound of sand crunching.
Alright.
What I also have that I like to do is I have this .bat file on my computer that can make any audio into low quality because it will be funny.
Oh, that is pretty funny. Okay.
Because recently I brought a Windows XP laptop for funny editing on Windows Movie Maker.
Alright, understandable.
So I got Movie Maker. I also got unregistered Hypercam 2 for the absolute perfection.
Alright.
You know, like in them 2008 videos, they got you look at the top left corner, all you can see is unregistered Hypercam 2. It's brilliant.
Nice. Alright. REU, do you have any questions?
I'm not sure.
Understandable.
Just putting in though like a very good example.
Ooh, okay.
Brilliant.
Alright, nice. Alright, does anyone have any other questions? I think we might wrap up soon. It's been a pretty successful episode, but it's going on for a while.
What kind of like, what kind of games do you like really love playing? Like, for
Balloons
me,
Tower
like I
Defense.
love things like MMORPGs or open world things, like that sort of thing. So what kind of like game genres do you guys really like?
I definitely enjoy, I definitely enjoy games where you, probably, I guess the biggest genre that I would enjoy would honestly probably be, the open world creativity style games like Minecraft, Terraria. Those are definitely up there
Yeah,
with my favorite games.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same as Kraus, but like I also like games that have a story, interactive characters and like adventures you can go on.
Yeah, I like that too. That's definitely pretty nice.
Right, so then an add-on question to that is what specific things would make you like love a game or whatever to do around those genres of things?
Good music. Good soundtrack. If it has a good OST.
For me, it would be.
Yes.
Good
For
gameplay.
me, it would be like.
Definitely.
Yeah, for me, it would be like the. Yeah. For me, it would be the movement system and things, because a movement system can sometimes make or break gameplay. Like, if you've got a good, solid movement system or things, like, obviously, some movement systems or whatever, they work. They're not too flashy or too good, but for whatever you're doing, they work. But, like, let's say you've got, like, some more, like, hack and slash or RPG games. It's nice to have movement systems that allow for more flowy movements. Like, a good example of really good movement systems is things like Nier Automata,
Yeah.
because it doesn't feel as limited as some of the movement systems I've played on before.
Okay.
And also, it kind of allows you to explore your environments more, maybe try and like get over to places you're not really supposed to go yet, just by
Yeah.
experimenting and exploring and like, oh, I wonder if that you can go to that thing down there, and instead of having to do strange maneuvers like in games like,
Yeah.
let's say, because I play a game called Guild Wars 2. It's
Okay.
really good. Genuinely, its movement system works, but not really for parkour. And there are a few bits of parkour and stuff, but they're done to a reasonable degree. But
Okay.
let's say if you want to jump around or try and get to areas in the world map, you'd have to find a more safe or direct route because of
Okay.
the way the movement system and the terrain things work. Because it's got a very basic movement system, which can sometimes affect things. But whereas the automata or whatever, a place where you'd really struggle to get to on Guild Wars would be very easy to reach on the automata because it has a very strong movement system.
All right. Makes sense.
Also, another thing that bugs me about movement systems is when certain things in certain games you'll be attacking something and the movement system forces you to be still when
Yeah.
attacking. That kills me inside. I can understand if there's wind up animations for things, that's understandable. At least it feels like characters doing something. But I've played way too many games where you're trying to deal with mobs or something, and let's say you're a mage, you don't get a chance to attack because you maybe are trying to keep your distance, but the thing's aggroed on you, and you go to cast, you just stand still. Like you
Yeah.
can't move your character, and it has to go through the whole thing. And if you try and move, the spell cancels, things like that. It bugs me so much.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Sorry,
Stuff like that is
I went on a
pretty
bit
annoying.
there. Yeah. What about you, REU? What kind of things do you look for or whatever?
Yeah.
I, re-
Interesting
I,
choice.
rec- I, rec- I recently brought a game on the Xbox. It's one of the most popular titles on Game Pass right now. It's called High on Life. Don't know if you've heard of it. It's co-created
Yeah,
by
I've heard of
Justin
it.
Rowland,
Okay.
aka the voice actor of of Morty from Rick and Morty. And oh my god, it is one of the most amazing games yet out there. It's
Okay.
funny. It's got funny humor. It has cool boss fights, and the story of it is basically humanity is under threat by a alien cartel, and we have to try and stop it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Sounds interesting.
Honestly, it is brilliant.
Uh-huh.
All right. I might check it out sometime. I think I've seen clips of it, at least somewhere. But I'll look into it.
You
Holy
might probably
shit!
have.
There are more bugs. There are more bugs in here.
Oh dear.
What even is that? Okay, you know what? I have to go. I have to go. I take care of these bugs.
Uh-huh.
I have to go. I'm sorry. I have to go. I'm sorry. Why are there so many? I'm actually getting scared now. I have to go. I'm sorry. I have to cut it short. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. 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 I'm sorry.
What's that?
It's all right.
Thank you both for being here. I really appreciate it.
No
No
problem.
worries. It's been chill.
Uh, but yeah. Bye.
Yeah.
See ya.